Hi everyone. Today we are going to learn how to make a donut roll, or we like to call it a donut roll. So it looks like this, and it's a handy dandy little tool that you can use to secure and package puncture wounds, because if you come across a puncture wound, you don't want to pull out whatever is puncturing your skin. So to make a donut roll, you can take a triangular bandage, which is what I like to use, triangle bandage. But if you don't have a triangle bandage, you can use basically any strip of long fabric you can fashion into your donut roll. So you'll take one end of the piece of fabric, the triangle bandage, and you'll kind of twist it a little bit, and then you'll curl it around to make whatever size. So you can make these in multiple sizes. So today we're going to make, I guess, a medium or medium-ish sized one. So you'll tuck that around, and then you'll see you can make like a little loop. And so you'll hold that piece at the bottom with your thumb and your fingers, and then you'll take this part and you'll start to curl, like to roll it inside and pull it through. Practice makes perfect. They don't ever really turn out perfect. Sometimes they do though. And you just kind of keep holding this because you want it to be tight if you can. And then you just keep rolling it, pulling it through around itself. Round and round, round we go. And then you just kind of keep rolling it, but you want to remember not to kind of let go of that bottom part, or else it all comes unwound. So when you're just sitting around at home during quarantine, you can make donut rolls. Teach the kids. You can see kind of how I let that go a little bit where I shouldn't have at the bottom, so we just have to be a little bit extra careful when I come around the corner here. And then you can pull it tight a bit once you get around that bottom piece, until you get about this much left at the end. And then you can kind of bring it around and tuck it. Pull it through there. So then it kind of holds it. So that's a little bit bigger than I wanted it to be, but again, donut rolls are never perfect. They just turn out how they turn out. So because of coronavirus and social distancing, I don't have a human patient. So I know you're probably going to laugh, but I do have a potato stabbed with a butter knife. So if you have a puncture wound, the first thing, of course, that you're going to do is wash your hands or hand sanitize and put on some gloves. And then in your first aid kit or your jump pack, wherever you're working, I'm sure you will have a couple pieces of gauze. So you'll take a few pieces of gauze and you can fold them. You'll kind of look at the wound and see how to do it, and have those ready. And then you'll take your donut roll that you've crafted And you will slide that over top, being careful not to touch or disturb whatever is coming out of the wound. And then you can take your gauze and just kind of lay it over like so. And then you can see that kind of just covers the little donut hole. And then you'll take a roll of gauze, a gauze roll if you have it, and if you don't have it, again, you can use a piece of fabric, you can use a tensor bandage, you can use whatever you need to use just to secure the donut and the gauze. So because this is a potato, this is going to be challenging, and I don't have a partner. Hopefully you would have a partner that could, you know, kind of help you with this, but in lieu of that, we're just going to roll with it how we can. So you would take the one piece, your end of the gauze there, and you would kind of hold it. So if this was, say, someone's arm, you would hold their arm as well as the donut roll. And then you might get the person to lift their arm. You'll roll your gauze underneath of it. You can kind of grab it with your pinky. Again, and this gives you an opportunity to hold that donut. And then you can wrap your gauze around the other side. And again, you might get the person to lift their arm so you can come underneath. And wrap it around like so. And then you would still have enough at the end to be able to kind of tuck it under or pull it through and secure it. So then you have a packaged wound, your item is secure, everything is ready to go. And then, of course, once you're done doing that, you would properly remove your gloves, like so. Hand sanitize, and we're done.